Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Jim Grimes. Palm Beach County's new mask mandate will officially go into effect in just 1 hour. The Board of County Commissioners, of course, passed that mandate unanimously yesterday. Here's what you need to know. Those mask coverings, they'll be required at all restaurants, retail establishments, hotels, pharmacies, even mass transit like Palm Tran. Those who don't follow the order, well, they're subject to a $250 fine. When we come back, clear evidence that the millions of dollars in aid, the hundreds of volunteers, and the massive effort by the Bahamians themselves is starting to make a clear difference. Escambia County, hard to believe. It shows an 11-year-old girl waiting for a school bus. Police say she was just sitting there playing with blue slime. A strange white SUV stops, and that's when this man jumps out. He's carrying a knife. He races toward the child. I was talking to the mayor just a little bit ago. It is safe to say this has been an extremely long day for the people of Surfside, for the fire and rescue crews who have been out here since the wee hours of the morning. They are slowly making progress. What's been holding them back is a fire, and if you look closely, you can see a little bit of smoke coming from a balcony. This has been brewing for a while. Tesla's autopilot system now at the center of a federal investigation. Government says Tesla's partially automated driving system has trouble spotting parked emergency vehicles.
My co-anchor Jim Grimes joins us live at the National Cemetery in Sarasota with more on this difficult day and the hundreds who came out to honor a hero. Jim?
Yeah, Liz, hundreds, maybe even thousands came out here. That ceremony that you just showed, it leaves a lump in your throat. It was so emotional and so moving. I have to say, many of the troopers who came here, some of them as far away as Utah, by the way, they left here and you could see it on their faces. You could see it in their eyes. This was something that they're going to remember. I will also say this, today, make no mistake, it was all about Trooper Bullock and his life and the impact that he had on so many of his colleagues and his fellow troopers. People who live in places like this and the volunteers, they had to decide where to start. They had very limited materials and manpower. Not surprising, they decided to start with the schools. It's also confirmed Stenga had a criminal history that includes sex crimes against children. And Liz, the sheriff's office said had that little girl not fought him off, it could have ended much differently. And proponents say that this will be a windfall for the state, bringing in millions of dollars in extra revenue. Or will it? CBS 12's Jay O'Brien joining us right now. This may not even get off the ground, we understand. Yeah. COVID confusion. Last week, we noticed the state's COVID-19 dashboard numbers just don't add up. The graph tracking deaths among Florida residents are much different from what's being reported by the Department of Health. This is what the graph shows. It appears the number of deaths are actually on the decline. But when we plugged in the numbers from the Department of Health since the 1st of June, they look like this. In some days, we see vast disparities. It says that the numbers are updated and can change, but we found days where they were off by double digits. CBS 12 News is still waiting on an explanation from the Department of Health and from the governor's office. The person who created the dashboard has lots to say about those numbers. In a CBS 12 News exclusive, I-Team reporter Danielle Wall has a first local interview with the Department of Health whistleblower, Rebecca Jones. The creator of the COVID-19 dashboard was fired this spring after she claimed health. Well, as cases spike in Florida, more questions are cropping up about the upcoming school year. Right now, schools in Palm Beach County are supposed to open in early August, but what that looks like is anyone's guess. CBS 12's Jay O'Brien, he spoke with school board members who tried to tackle that problem today. Jay? The pressure continues for Palm Beach County deputies to wear body cams. The reason one city says the sheriff needs to find that money to pay for cameras. And Palm Beach County making sure innocent people are not behind bars, the special task force prosecutors have just created.